Hey, what is up, guys? I am BizorFIFA, and welcome to our stream recap from August 3rd, 2015. Let's just jump into the first game and see what we can do. We got a Team of the Season Harry Kane up top, Di Maria, Sterling at the cam spots. That all makes sense to me. We're on the wing here, but Aubameyang isn't ready for a header, so we just got to try and work it back to the middle, which we do. Aubameyang's trying to hold up the play well and just see what he sees. Plays it on one pass, two pass. Robin does that little fake shot, and that is a perfect goal to make it 1-0 early on in our first game of the day. We'll definitely take that. Kevin's on the ball here, waiting for Aubameyang to be in a good spot, which he is, and now we're just in around the keeper and tapping it on in to make it 2-0 in this one. That definitely works for me, and that would actually be the rage quit right away. So good start to the day for that one. And next match, 4-3-4, Neymar, Suarez, Bale up top. All that looks good to me. 9th minute here. Herman on the ball. Going to play that big L1 triangle all the way across to Memphis. Memphis plays a one-time perfect pass to Aubameyang. And Aubameyang has that nice little cushion header to make it 1-0 in this one. It's a good way to start this. 14th minute here. Working around the middle. Guardado on the ball. And we're just going to wait for Aubameyang to be in a great spot. There he is. Tap that through ball to him. And ended up cutting it back to Kago and taking a weird shot. And the ball's bouncing everywhere. Somehow De Gea can't handle this. I have no idea how, so we get a lot of luck our way to get that second goal. And here we are before half. He plays the corner short, plays it on in, and has some really good passing here. Plays it to the open Suarez, who just taps on in the back of the net. I might have been too aggressive trying to win that ball back. Should have controlled my defender and held him deep in my box, probably next to Suarez there. But halftime stats aren't great. We only have 2 shots on target. We need to get the safety goal in this one. Here we are, 64th minute, and Herman's way out here on the wing. What do we want to do from this position? Try and do a little fake shot here. End up getting the scoop. That's just fine. And Memphis with the 2-star weak foot gets into the back of the net to get the safety goal in this one. This is the pass I play almost every day, where I do that little chip pass to my center back and then head it back to my keeper if I'm covered. But Suarez timed his run perfectly there and gets into the back of the net, and he would actually end up just rage quitting on out towards the end of this one. So that's fine with me. 7 shots on target. We did get more shots on target in that second half, so all is good with that. So next match, we're coming up against Benzema and Vieto up top, and we'll see what we can do. He makes a terrible mistake here. I can't believe people still do this, and we tap this on a cross, and Aubameyang will tap it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 in this one. 27th minute on the wing, way out here with Robin. Do we want to just have that cross to Aubameyang? Why not? Aubameyang gets that big header to make it 2-0 in this one. 34th minute here. We have our safety goal. We play the corner short. Royce is doing a bit of work. Let's just cross it to Aubameyang again, who gets way up in the air to make it 3-0 in this one. So everything's looking pretty comfy. Robin is out here way out on the wing. What do we want to do from a position like this? We just keep on coming in. I decided to just play a triangle ball here, and ends up falling to Royce, just taps into the back of the net. And yeah, that match was comfortable. 9 shots on target to 2, 4 goals to 0. We'll definitely take that. So next match, we got a 4-2-3-1-2 side with that striker Sherla up top. We're trying to work the middle here in the 4th minute. Memphis plays it to Januzovic, and he's just holding up the ball here, trying to see if he sees anything dangerous in front of him. Plays to Aubameyang. He just does that fake shot towards goal and kicks it on in. That's as simple as you like. And at halftime, 2 shots on target. He has no shots at all, which is good for us. But we need to come out in the second half and try and get the safety goal. Get a throw in here. Januzovic on the ball, trying to do a little bit of work. We're going to go ahead and have that cross. And wow, Aubameyang getting big headers at the start of the day for sure. That one for the safety goal as well. Herman coming in here. What do we want to do from this position? Let's just give it that cross. Aubameyang's going to head it in to make it 3-0 in this one. So all of a sudden it looks really safe, and we would go on to win that match. We win Division 1. There was our 15,000 coins, and he wouldn't have a shot that game. So everything was going fine for us in that one. Next match, we got 4-3-1-2. Griezmann, Lacazette, Fekir up top. And here we are passing around, seeing what we can do. Aubameyang is kind of running on in with pace, but what do we want to do from this tight angle? Pretend to cut it inside and instead just play the triple tap square to Royce, who kicks it on into the net to make it 1-0. Castro on the ball here, plays it to Marquisio. Marquisio plays to Aubameyang. He's just holding up the ball, finds Robin in a perfect spot, who just taps it on in to make it 2-0. Right before halftime here, Aubameyang on the ball, trying to get around one, but it falls to Kevin. Put it back into Aubameyang, run around that defender. Let's just tap it on across to the wide open Royce to make it 3-0 in this one. And that's how this match would end, actually. 5 shots on target for us. He didn't even have a shot against us. 2 matches in a row. We haven't even let a shot come in. So that works for me. 4-3-2-1 in this next match. Ronaldo, Diego Costa, Tevez up top. We'll see what we can do in this one. This would go all the way to halftime. No shots on target for us. Only 1 shot on target for him. And let me see, believe it or not, this would go all the way to full time. 0 shots on target for me, 1 shot on target for him. This is a game I need to go back and watch again because I'm not really sure how we didn't do anything all game. We definitely weren't attacking very well if we weren't getting a single shot on target. So definitely a deserved draw in that last game. So we'll just move on to the next one, see if we can play a little bit better and make some more chances. Work in the middle here with Marquisio. He's holding it up. Plays it on into Aubameyang, who does a little step over inside and hits it on target to make it 1-0. So all of a sudden everything's making sense again. Castro on the ball here, plays it to Kevin, and look at Aubameyang in a ton of space, utilizing all that pace to get around the defenders here and tap it on into the back of the net. He really needed all of his pace there to get around Boateng, who's such an OP center back, and kick it on into the back of the net. So 2-0 in this one. Again, Aubameyang's in great spot. Just tap it on to him, and he puts it in to make it 3-0, and that would be the rage quit in this one. So all's fine there. Next match, 4-3-4 side with Musa, Tosic, and the Inform Memphis up top. Makes sense to me. On the ball with Herman here early. Play it into Kagwa. Kagwa plays it to Aubameyang, who fake shots, does some step overs, and kicks it on really hard in the back of the net. Keeper couldn't even react. So 1-0 early on in this one. Running on in with Memphis here. We're around this defender. Just going to try and run all the way here and get taken down by the keeper for a penalty. Memphis will step on up and bang it on into the back of the net to make it 2-0 in this one. That's fine with me. 52nd minute here, plays big through ball to Aubameyang. We're up by 2 goals at this point. We're running on into the box, and he drags me down to get a penalty again in this one. Memphis will step up and bang it on in again. So 3-0 in this one. We're looking pretty darn comfortable. And that would actually be the rage quit in this one. So we'll just take that win and move on. So next match, 4-3 side, Lewandowski, Muller, and Royce up top. We'll see what we can do against it. We steal the ball from him here in a great spot, and Kevin is just waiting to try and play the through ball to the open man. Does so, and Aubameyang is pretty much in here. What do we want to do from this position? We just keep it calm, let go of sprint, take a nice controlled touch, and slam it on into the back of the net to make it 1-0 in this one. Working the middle here, Aubameyang on the ball, plays it to Robin. Robin does a little fake shot action. I did not mean to try a rainbow there. That was a complete accident. But get it to Aubameyang, do another fake shot, and kick it on into the back of the net to make it 2-0 in this one. Works for me. He's on the ball here. Has some really good passing here. I think my left back was playing Muller onside by a mile, so that was a little bit disappointing, but definitely a fair goal. Two goals to 1 in this one. We need to make more shots on target. We need to just get that safety goal, but we were unable to get the safety goal. But we got the win, so I guess all is good. 6 shots on target to 3, 2-1 victory. We'll just take it and move on to our next match, which is a 4-3-5 side. Lewandowski CF, and I think I saw Royce and Aubameyang up top. On the ball with Kagwa here, just trying to get to the wing early on. Maybe have a cross, see if Aubameyang wants to win a header early on. Get our cross in, and somehow that ends up being an own goal by Hummels. So I guess we'll take our luck there, get the 1-0 lead. He's passing around here, and we steal it in a great spot. Memphis plays the one-time through ball to Aubameyang. Aubameyang, what do you want to do from this position? I take a bad touch. He makes a bad pass out. Should have just cleared it, and Herman picks up the pieces to make it 2-0. Right before halftime, Guardado on the ball, holding up the play. Gonna see if he can find Kagwa. Does so. We do that fake shot towards goal, and Kagwa hits it on in to make it 3. That definitely works for me. 48th minute here. Yeah, he just has some good passing. Lewandowski takes a great first touch and hits it on in to make it 3-1 in this one. 66th minute, Kagwa on the ball here, trying to be patient, work that middle, find Aubameyang, do that little fake shot, and just kick it on into the net. That little fake shot is so deadly, as we've seen through like all these stream recaps. But that's how this match would end, 4-1. We only had 3 shots on target, but a 4-1 victory is pretty comfortable. So we'll just move on to the next match, which is a 4-4-2 two-side. Khedira and Lam as the 2 CDMs, trying to clog up that middle. We'll see if they can do that. Marquisio on the ball here, just being patient. Just being patient. This was the kind of guy that just kept backing off and not being too aggressive. So Marquisio is going to try and just keep walking on in here, able to do so, and just smashes it into the back of the net. I was happy with that one, especially since it was early on. Play the corner short here. Get a bit fortunate that ball falls all the way to Marquisio, and Marquisio was just feeling it today. Gets 2 goals in the first 24 minutes of this one. So 2-0. He plays in a cross here, falls out to Alba. Alba tries a finesse shot, and it bounces off Royce's head and goes into the back of the net. So a bit of bad luck going against us there to make it 2-1 in this one. So yeah, 2 shots on target to 1. Possession's pretty even. We just need to go out and try and get the safety goal if we can. Holding up the ball with Kevin here, and we're just being super patient because he he's down. He needs to come and, you know, win this game. So we're being super patient. I love that passing there. Get it onto Royce to make it 3-1 in this one. Again, we're up by 2 goals. We can be super patient. So I'm just kind of holding up the play here, not being too aggressive. Ends up falling back to Kevin here, and again, trying to just be patient here. I'm not in a rush. He needs to come at me if he wants to get the ball back. He ends up making the mistake, and we chip it on into the top right corner to make it 4-1 in this one. I am down with that win for sure. So 5 shots on target to 2. Game ends 4-1. Fair match, fair match. So we'll move on to the next one for the 3-4 side. Royce, Messi, and Bale up top. Team seems to make sense to me. We steal the ball here with Memphis, ping it on into Aubameyang, fake shot towards goal, and just kick it on in. It's a great finish from Aubameyang. I thought we were a little bit far out there, but he gets it on into the back of the net. Kagawa gets the ball. He's going to do some step overs and cut inside. Gets a great shot on target, and now there's just chaos in the box. Aubameyang fights for the header, and it falls to Kagawa. I think Aubameyang's height might have really helped create that craziness to make that 2-0, and this would be halftime. 4 shots on target to 0. That is good for us. We'll see what we can do. Aubameyang on the ball here. It's getting late on, so he might have been on attacking at this point. Some of his defenders were missing, so we play some through balls, and Memphis is there to tap it into the back of the net to make it 3. I fall asleep a bit here, and he is on the ball. And look, I drug a defender way out of position. Suarez is wide open. I think I really just fell asleep on that goal, and that makes it 3-1. So I was trying to get the goal back. I don't know how this pass got completed, and somehow we played it back to Memphis, and somehow we made it 4-1 in this one. Or 5-1, excuse me. And then Royce was coming on in here, taps it on into the back of the net to make it 5-2. We're on the ball with Januzovic. The game's almost over at this point. We're just kind of walking on in. We slammed it in the back of the net to make it 6. And a comfortable win in the end. Lots of shots on target. Our attack was clicking in that game for sure. But that would be the last match of the day, guys. So do appreciate you guys watching. I'll be streaming more today, so we'll have another stream recap coming up in a little bit. So I guess everyone just have a good day, and I will see you guys in the next stream recap.